Do you think you might be secret eating? If you are not alone. But how do you stop? Well, in this video, I'm going to give you some 3 tips on how you can stop the secret eating. So hi, I'm Vanessa McLennan, and I help people with their eating issues by working on the mindset and also the emotions. So if you'd like to see more of my videos, please click on the subscribe button and click on the bell to be notified of future videos. So what is secret eating? Well, it's as the name suggests, it's eating on your own and really hoping no one sees or no one finds out about it. So it could be things like eating off other people's plates, eating off your kids' plates and not letting them see, hiding food and storing away the evidence, eating on your own whilst doing something like in the car, but then denying it to yourself. It could be hiding food around the house. It could be eating food perhaps in front of lots of people, but people that you don't know, so nobody's going to challenge you or ask you about it. Really, what it underpins it all is eating food so that no one sees you or no one finds out about it. Why do we eat in secret? Our foods can evoke so many emotions in us, but to eat, by hiding it away or even denying it to ourselves suggests that we think there is something wrong or bad with our behaviours. Whilst we are eating, we might have this total feeling of a loss of control, that our emotions or something takes over and we just either eat, we binge out, or we just totally eat the wrong foods. Now, whilst we are eating, what drives us to probably do it is that we get a huge amount of pleasure from it, a sense of relief, or it's lovely, it's a reward, and it's fun to do. Think about when you're a child and you go off and do maybe something sneaky with no adult knowing about it. It's quite thrilling, isn't it? There's an adventure, and it's really something exciting about no one else in the world knowing except you. So it's like, what is it for you? Are you rewarding yourself? What sense of adventure, or is it thrilling and pleasurable to you to eat on your own? And so of course then once we then finish eating, in comes the feelings of, a lot of the time it's guilt, guilty for eating so much, or guilty for eating the wrong things. And then especially if we are trying to lose weight, that can perpetuate these feelings of, I am bad, I am doing something wrong, and I have no control over myself, which is just really quite harsh on ourselves, but it almost gives us that excuse to be harsh with ourselves, to be almost parental with ourselves, so we do better next time because we have been bad and there is something wrong with what we have done. Now, if we were to look at it on an intellectual level, we all, I'm presuming, are adults. And as an adult, we can eat whatever we want, whenever we want, and the amount that we want. There's nobody to say what is right or what is wrong. It is all our choice. So therefore, we are not doing anything wrong by eating the amount that you've chosen or eating the foods that you've chosen. It's a choice. What can we do to stop secret eating? Look inwards. To get and understand our behaviours, we have to go behind them, what's driving our behaviours. And one way to do this is by asking ourselves questions. Big question is why. So you might start with, why do I not want anyone to see? What do I get out of the secret eating? So a common answer might be, well, nothing, I don't get anything out of it. But then if you were not getting anything out of it, you wouldn't be doing it. So think about, am I giving myself, pleasure? Am I getting pleasure from it? Am I getting fun from it? Is it thrilling? What is it for me? How do I feel afterwards? Do I feel guilty? And what's that really about? What is it I'm feeling so guilty about? And what is it you are perceiving that you have done that is so wrong? What is so bad about eating chocolate, sweets, or whatever it is that you've eaten in secret because you are allowed to eat them? So that question isn't, meant to sound like harsh with yourself. It's just taking yourself through a process to go, well, yeah, what am I doing that's so wrong? Why am I perceiving it to be so bad? And then how do you feel afterwards? So it's what's causing you to do it, how do you feel when you're doing it, and how do you feel afterwards? Mindfulness. It can be really hard to answer introspective questions about ourselves if we are perhaps doing a lot of our behaviours unconsciously, if we have no idea what we're doing and when we're doing it. So mindfulness is the thing that can really help us become aware. And awareness is the first step to any change. So mindfulness is exactly that, being aware of what we're doing and why we're doing it, so our thoughts with it as well. So mindfulness, therefore, is not a finger pointing exercise, it is an awareness exercise. We have also got to come at this with such a level of curiosity. So asking ourselves, oh, why? And, oh, that's interesting. It's very therapeutic questions they are. So why am I eating the kids off the kids' plate? Why am I eating all this chocolate in the car when no one else can see me? Why do I feel the need to eat when everyone else has gone to bed? What is it? So it's that curious tone, it's going, why? What is it? As opposed to, oh, I'm doing it again. What is it? Oh, duh. Because when we come at it from that sort of tone, as if we are being a parent to ourselves or a teacher, it's really harsh and we shut down, and then we're going to feel bad, and we're certainly not going to open ourselves up to further inquiry of ourselves. So being curious allows us to see our patterns and help us to get more and more open with ourselves. Acceptance. When we have worked on our mindset and we've worked on our emotions, acceptance is a fantastic, liberating, free place to get to. We're saying to ourselves, I am not doing anything wrong. I am actually okay as I am, or these are my behaviours today. There is something, which frees us up, that we are accepting ourselves as we are. Even if our behaviours are perhaps not where we want them to be yet, there's still a level of acceptance and freeingness going, this is where I am today and I'm working on it. It's also forgiving ourselves for the perceived wrongs that we have done. And I think that's the key word, perceived, because a lot of the time probably we haven't done anything wrong. We were just being children, or we've just been adults, or we're just compensating our behaviours for something else. So when we get to this place of acceptance, an acceptance of this is what I'm like today, but I'm working to change it, so tomorrow I could be a different person. Just notice how freeing and liberating that is.